7 years ago? Damn, Tom. Watching some Tom McDonald videos on YouTube. Alright, let's see here. Alrighty, I've got one spot available. For somebody. There we go. Go ahead and open Discord. He kind of delivers it the same for everything, but switches it up here and there, I guess. I mean, I like him. He says a lot of intelligent shit. A lot of shit that I thought would go over a lot worse than it did in certain communities. But I see a lot of people from those communities praising him for being outspoken and dropping the beats the way he does. I mean, him and his girl do it right. It's general mission. Endurance. Anybody looking for an endurance? About a half an hour ago. Spot or Stonewood. I wish I could have done what he did, man. Alright. Let's make sure I'm on constructors on all of my accounts before I go in. Whoops, too many. That's fine, I could do Storm King or Ice King. Doesn't matter. Seriously, it doesn't really matter. Oh. As long as it's recycle. Recycle. Recycling. All right. Oh, that was cool. I think the other one's crashing. I think it's gonna crash. I don't know. Yeah, it says he left already. So had a feeling it crashed. I'm gonna reboot. Yeah, my PC is lagging real hard right now. I'll have to reboot.
Ready to start?
Just a quick view of all the tunnels. On spawn location, traps. This is how you build an AFK endurance. Just like this. With this kind of a thoroughness over the spawn points. There we go. Alright, your computer's booting. Logging in. So it's thoroughly overbuilt, which is the point of AFK.
Yeah, are we starting, please?
Yeah, I'm gonna boot my other computer. It's got to get started. It crashed. And since they updated it, we can't join after wave 1 finishes.
Okay.
Because it used to be people would join at like wave 28, 29, and get credit for all 30 waves, and they had to make sure that we couldn't do that anymore.
Yeah, fair enough. Alright.
Journey of Detroit.
Black Widow Burpees channel.
I talk shit about Tom McDonald and didn't realize that so many of my fans were his fans and now they're all mad at me, so I'm just gonna tell them somebody else.
Ah.
I was talking about somebody else. You believe me, right? Right?
Oh, shit. Alright. Man, who gave this old man Twitter? Who taught him how this works? Someone tell him when he mentions needing research first. He just old and bitter. Can't hit him where it hurts. Cause it's impossible to make this guy look any worse. Everyone forgot about Meg. Now you can't eat Ramadan fast. That Oxycontin you put up your nostril finally crack your brain or where you always wag. Whoa, I should go slow. I don't want you back on the dope. It ain't a joke when you're going broke and you got a daughter at home. Leave me alone, you old man. Your career is a joke. It's so sad. Your biggest record is a cover song where you cooking breakfast. You ain't no dad. Fucking housewife. Fucking washed up. Fucking never ever had a son. How are you rapping? PCP
That's good. How do you rap with ICP and you end up the biggest clown? He spoke out the ass. Feel free to take a tour around the base and check it out. During the after the wave is done, you're welcome to go down and collect all the stuff off the floor, the ammunition and mechanical parts and whatnot. Just try to wait till the wave is over though, so that you don't accidentally activate any of the propane tanks and destroy the defenses. You know.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Do you have recycle base?
Recycle base? What's that?
It's a constructor ability. It's a team perk.
I don't think so.
It's called recycling. It's only for constructors. You place your base and then on the mat grinder.
I'm a
soldier.
Commander.
Yeah, I see you.
Soldier.
I hadn't looked at your icon yet. Still booting on the computer. It's actually loading into Battle Royale now. Well, you know, the loading screen, the first load. It's an old PC. It's my backup. My gamer crashed, so instead of swapping the video cards, I just put the other one on. Just hook the other one up, you know. It was quicker and easier than pirating, you know, doing surgery.
Yeah. I don't know that much about computers.
Yeah, I got a laptop running one account, PC running another, and my main account on PlayStation. Doing this to level up my account level on my 2 alternate accounts, because my main account is maxed out, has like 600 max levels.
Yep. Cool. How long did that take you?
I've been playing since Chapter 1, Season 4.
Oh, yep.
I started about
I think
midway
I was,
in Season 4, and I bought the Battle Pass like the day before the season ended, and I was like, what the hell? I was like, no, Season 4, right before Season 4 ended, I was like, what the hell? Now I gotta buy it again? I just paid $900. And my buddy that got me into it was like, yeah, man, it's every season. You gotta buy it. I'm like, oh, man.
Yeah. I came in Chapter 1, Season 7. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you played a lot of Battle Royale, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I played Battle Royale maybe a handful of times in the last 4 years. I'm all Save the World. I've never been big on PvP in any game. I like co-op.
I left for a while though, like pretty much for most of chapter 2, really. Because, like, I don't know, they changed it.
Oh my
Some
god,
seasons they
dude.
changed it a lot.
You took a break at, oh man, chapter 2 was the biggest glitch they ever had. Oh my god, you
That's
missed out
why.
on,
It
oh
was
my
really, really
god.
bad.
No, dude,
So I
the
tried.
glitch was only there for like 2 days, 24 hours tops. And if you didn't take advantage of it, you missed out, man. There was so much free shit.
I think I got some, like, not, it wasn't a huge glitch, but there was, like, whatever the season had the water map, where there was, like, water everywhere. I hated that season so much.
I know what you're talking about. Damn, it's got a relaunch for
For Battle
the
Royale.
yeah. Yeah, I didn't care for that one too much either, but I mean, I didn't really like PvP, so. But when they brought out Chapter 2, that's when they were working on the collection book and recycling and whatnot so that they could give us back our evolution materials and XP and all that stuff when we recycle or collect. And if you took a 130 God rolled weapon and you collected it into your collection book, it collected it as a 130 God roll instead of resetting everything, and gave you back all that everything, 100% of everything you put into that schematic. Then you spend your 20 V-Bucks, pull that schematic back out and recollect it again. And as long as you have V-Bucks to pull it out and put it back, you could do that. And if you check my YouTube channel, it's the same as you'll see my inventory. I've done a couple of video live streams where I've gone through all that stuff, and you'll be amazed. You'll be like, oh my god, because there's just I've got millions and millions of XP.
Yeah, I could imagine.
It's a lot, man. There's like
that sounds like a great glitch. Yeah.
I think I spent 4,000 V-Bucks that day just collecting and pulling and collecting and pulling and collecting and pulling. I can 130 God roll. Actually, I can 144 God roll everything in the game except founders, because you can't collect founders to get your superchargers back. But I do have when they brought out Chapter 2, I had the limited edition upgrade after the deluxe, and I didn't pay the 100 for the Nocturno pack. Chapter 2 came out, they gave me the Nocturno pack, and that was the first 144 that I leveled. Now my Founders Revolt has 2 superchargers in it, just because who the fuck supercharges their Founders Revolt? Right, you know, I mean, like, it's unique. Nobody else is going to do that. So that's why I did that.
Yeah.
But my Founders Exterminator is modded.
Right.
It's an epic sniper, like, oh man, what is it? Like the double tap or triple tap or whatever? It looks kind of like that, but it's only epic, and you can't upgrade it to legendary, which is shitty, but it's got, right now it's got energy and physical, and it's got a core perk on the first perk instead of a regular perk. I was looking at my my perk setups one day, and I noticed, because it had physical on it, and I went to look to change the physical, and it gave me a word perk, you know, like plus 30% for critical rating or whatever, you know, not an element. The perk above that was a word perk, but when I went to change it, it gave me an element. So I threw an element on there. Went fire right off the bat. So now I've got them crafted with every element and physical, even including double physical. Just for shits and giggles, just to have them in the collection, because it's like, haha, now they're unique because I've got each element.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But
that's cool.
You run out of amp ups, fire ups, and frost ups and stuff real quick when you start swapping around like that.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Reperks and pure drops of rain are consistently running out as well. I mean, if I had to farm,
rain for me.
Yeah, the rain. You'll never stop with the rain, man. You'll never stop. I buy every single rain in the store every week. Anytime there's rain. Finally, it's in. Well, it's in the Battle Royale lobby thing. Alright. So it shouldn't be too much longer. Sorry about the wait.
No worries.
But it is guaranteed 30 waves. It'll be 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours.
Yep. That's about what it is.
Really?
Yep. That's 30 waves. I mean, I don't know how long for the total AFK kick, but I mean, you don't really have to do anything. You can just keep yourself active, you know, so you don't get kicked.
Alright.
You won't be able to build anything. Even if I gave you edits, you can't build. I built the entire base to the maximum capacity and then placed traps. So there will never be a time that you can build. We can replace traps. You can always place a trap on a tile, but you can't place a tile when there's no tile count. It's the big trick that you need to learn by the time you go to Canny Valley.
Yeah, I'm in Canny Valley now. Mm.
When you get to SSD 5 in Twine, you have to tear down your entire base and rebuild it every time.
Oh.
It's a lot. It's a lot. I've just finished rebuilding my Twine for AFK endurance in Twine with a mat grinder, and I'm still working on placing traps and upgrading the walls because it just takes. It took me like 5 hours just to build it. 5 hours to build it.
Yeah. Wow.
And in Twine, every single amplifier possibility that you can possibly place has to be placed and defended.
That's so hard. Oh my goodness. Not looking forward to it.
The final wave of SSD 10, the mobs are 260. Alright, now he's in Save the World. I can join the party and get in here and get going. Alrighty. Guess I should probably watch my stream. For anybody chatting. Traveling to lobby. And go back over here. Alright, let's see. Should be able to get in fine now. All the connections are established and stable. For some reason, that computer, I mean, it's got the fastest wireless network card that I've got in the house, but for some reason, I mean, the computer's, if it's not the only one logging in and establishes a connection into the home base before anybody else comes in, it always gets kicked out. I don't know why. And when I loaded them in, I had noticed, oh, I have 30 seconds left to load in, so I just loaded them all in real quick, and that was the last one to go in, and it was just a pain in the ass. Oh, I got another subscriber. Cool. Thank you. I'm up to 21. Yeah, I got the Stonewood Endurance Daily on my alternate accounts, and I've got Twine on this one, and I'm like, yeah, I don't really feel like doing Twine.
Fair enough. What's your YouTube account?
It's the same name as 420 Dragon Lich. Used to be Aggie the Dragon, but it's at Dragon Lich 420, and the handle is 420 Dragon Lich. It's everything's 420 and Dragon for me.
Alright.
I've been playing massively multiplayer online games back since EverQuest 1. Back after EVE Online, and EverQuest pioneered the genre of massively multiplayer. So I've been addicted for quite a few years. Even got my daughter addicted. Eddie's in. Sweet. I can put him upstairs and get ready to put the base down. Have you checked out the base and everything? Have you checked out the mat grinder?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Still kind of laggy, but I'm up. All right. Can't do that. That's right. All right. All right. We're all in. We're all in position. Here we go.
You know the drill. We have disabled the storm shield, which means there is no barrier between you and the hordes outside. Let's start the clock and see how long you survive escalating storm.
So do you need me to do anything?
Nope.
Of anything, or just chill out on here?
Yeah. Just chill. Watch. Hang out. You can loot the
Cool.
bases too.
Thanks.
And because I mean I've got hundreds of thousands of metal and brick in my storage, so I have to collect it every 6 minutes or it'll cap out at 1,000 of each element at 7 minutes.
Alright.
And then you lose 50 of each element when it caps out at 1,000, because you get 150 brick and metal and 51 wood every 1 minute, and every 7 minutes it caps out at 1,000.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, this is the main reason why anybody ever does endurance, is for the mat grinder. Because each one of these
Oh,
recycling bases can generate 20 to 30,000 of brick and metal every 30 waves. So with 3 of them, that's potentially 100,000 brick and metal every 30 waves between the 3 of them. That's a lot.
Yeah,
and then
right.
if you do trading,
yeah.
like on Discord with Trade World or whatever, there's a lot of people that will pay lots of traps and sunbeam and whatnot for just metal and brick. I mean, it's the 2 elements that you build with to build defenses, because wood you'll never use for a defense. Wood is only good for building a quick structure in Battle Royale and making ammunition or structures to get around the map if you can't jump like a ninja.
Yeah.
Because otherwise wood is just useless, because it's not good for anything. So that's why you'll notice there's 1 layer of wood on the top here. That's why you only get 51 wood every minute instead of 150 like the metal and brick. In each tier, there are 4 walls, a cone, and a floor of each of the brick and metal on both of them. Maximum upgraded to 3, 3rd tier, so that you get the absolute maximum of the materials per minute. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
All right. Nope, that's not right. I want to go like this. Dum 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 diddy dum. Dum 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 dum. Need to place my teleporters. I'm gonna place these teleporters. Don't move them. All right.
Okay, no worries.
Just makes it easier to get around for everybody. All right, other next one. Okay, let's see here. I think it's F1. Yep. And this will go down here. Dum dum diddy dum 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 diddy dum. Yeah, I don't know it that well, but I like that song. So when you why did you do that? So when you max out to whatever your maximum materials you can hold, you can stick them in your storage and then come back and get more. I've got it set up right now so that all 3 of my counts are maxed out on wood. So when you collect the base, my alts and stuff are going to spit wood out. You can pick it up if you want it. I don't want it. I'm not picking it up.
Alright. I probably won't use it, but, like, might as well.
I mean, it's good for building things like this, or, like I said, you know, getting around maps and stuff.
Yeah.
It's free, so it's not something you got to buy.
Yeah, fair enough.
I keep about 30,000 wood in my storage because, I mean, I do go through it because, like I said, I mean, like when I'm in Stonewood, I'm not going to waste metal in Stonewood. I do a lot of random missions with people in Stonewood and do a lot of giveaways and stuff because it's like, I've done beat the game. I have everything available and I have 3 accounts full of shit. So why not make some noobs happy and welcome them to the game? And they seem to like it, so it's pretty cool. I've got quite a few followers from it, so.
Yeah.
And it's fun. It's about like the last thing that's fun for me in the game, because the missions are boring as fuck. I've done them all so much I could do them in my sleep.
Yeah, okay.
I know how to pretty much AFK everything. As you see with the defense built here, that if I do this in a mission, you really think I'm going to fail a mission?
No.
I don't.
Very good.
I know how to build the spawn trap and the funnels and tunnels, and that's all you need to know. You need to know where they spawn, and when you're in the regular mission, you see those little purple tornadoes upside down sitting there. You know that's where they're spawning, right?
Yeah.
Throw your ceiling traps over top of them. Throw some wall traps to support your ceiling traps. Nothing gets out of the spawn point. And then when the storm shifts, you just go and throw some more traps around. I mean, it can get expensive if you don't have thousands of traps, but I do. So, and I find people that are like, why do you do that? Why do you throw some traps out so nobody else can get kills? It's like, why does it matter if you get kills or not? Every point that I score with all these kills, making it so that you can just go and do your side quests, and you don't have to worry about the defense because I got you. You benefit from that. I don't. You benefit from all those because the points translate to your XP that levels your ass up fast. I'm already maxed out. I level really slow. Especially in Stonewood. So it's like I'm not doing it to get all the kills. I'm doing it to say, look, while y'all are rummaging through your inventory trying to pick up those 90 weapons that I just dropped on the ground, the defense is taken care of. You can go ahead and focus on the loot that I just gave you. And it seems to go over better. I don't hear a lot of people bitching when I do that. Because they're too busy going, oh my god, look at all these weapons. Oh my god, they're all 144. What? Oh no, they're all god roll. They're all full durability. They're modded. Oh my god. Yeah, I got 38 moddeds in the collection. 8 of them are melee, and the rest are all 144. Every one of them are god roll and crafted from my own inventory and schematics that I have collected. What I do is I just go in and level a schematic 144, god roll it, and then craft a bunch of them and store them. And then I traded for a bunch of the modded and stuff so that I have some moddeds. I don't ever use them. I mean, they theoretically are more powerful because they have double elements and more bonuses to them and stuff, but realistically, if you use them, then they have no value in trading anymore. Because the whole value is in the fact that they're not used. And when you have a 144 God Roll Nocturno as your default, you really don't need anything else. Let's see. Should I put his over here? What should I put it? I'm going to put it right here. It's F2, right? Oh, it's function F2. No, function F1. Alrighty. Man, his teleporter is slow. Boom, that'll work. All right. See if it works. It's suspended, but it works. So about wave 10 to 15, I'll have to go out and check and replace any traps that may have been exhausted by their durability.
Okay, no worries. Let me know if you want me to make any traps or anything.
Oh, I'm good, dude. I got thousands. I'm just saying, you notice that it's all tier 1 metal because you don't need to upgrade metal in Stonewood. I've actually done a full 30 AFK using tier 3 wood in Stonewood.
Yeah.
So I mean, like the concept of, you know, using wood in Stonewood, brick in Plankerton, and metal in Canny and Twine is a pretty good rule of thumb, you know. Definitely have to upgrade to tier 3 metal in Twine. There's no way of getting around that.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Twine is insane. It really is. When I finished my Twine SSD 10, there was a glitch in the game where if you were maxed at 130, like I was at the time, and you had someone in your party who was really low level, like say level 5, okay, and they joined your party,
Yeah.
and you launched into your storm shield, and as you were launching in, you transferred leadership. They promoted your guest to leader. They would become the leader of your storm shield, and the mobs would spawn at the level according to your guest at level 5. So my Twine 10 started out with Husks level 5 and progressed up to like level 130 by the 10th wave. But they should have been 260 at wave 10. So I soloed it. because I use this kind of trapping out the spawn points and funneling them into a tunnel. Because I did that and the other, I was successful in doing it, that glitch. Otherwise, I might not have made it through and unlocked endurance. Although, I also can say that was before endurance was a thing, because they hadn't released endurance when I finished my twine. But it's nice I've got the banner on Stonewood, Plankerton, and Canny on all 3 of my accounts just because of this main account. Because when you have enough to be able to build like this, I can build it in any of my bases. And depending on where you place your amplifiers, just depends on where the spawns are gonna happen, you know? So like, my amplifier D is probably the most perfectly defended for this one, because when it does the tornado torn apart war games wave here, you're going to see that it's going to tear apart all the stuff around the amplifier, but I didn't build around the amplifier really, so it's not really going to destroy any of the defenses over the spawn points. And it was kind of inadvertent that I built it and planned it that way, because I didn't really plan for that. It was like more of a, oh yeah, okay, well, happy coincidence. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that is good. Yeah, I know what you mean, like the torn apart quests.
right, because it's always on that
That's
same
cool.
amplifier. The torn apart is always on that amplifier, and it's like, haha, no roof to destroy.
Yeah.
It does go into
cool.
the spawn point to the west of that a little bit, you know, where they're at right now. But, you know, it's like they all spawn over there on the cliff where the walls are. So, and you notice the little pillar in between the 2 pillars there, where it's spawning now, and to the left where the main spawn for the very first wave is. That's what I'm looking at in the middle here.
Yeah.
They spawn on top of that, so the only way to combat that is either to build over it like I did on the right there, because there's a plateau underneath there, that all of that, there's ceiling drop traps that drop down the 3 tiles down and whatnot, but they spawn on top of there. So I put the broadsides there and the floor spikes there so that they will fall down and take damage when they're progressing, because initially I didn't put anything on top, and then I was like in the middle of the endurance placing traps in places where I had walls, but I couldn't place more walls because I didn't build it for that kind of defensive theory. So at some point, I went and tore down my entire base, and I just started building in my alt bases and rerunning my alt bases with the endurance until they brought out now the endurance daily. So I went and rebuilt all of my endurance bases and all 4 of my bases in my main account.
Yep.
So having an endurance build like this makes war games pretty much cake.
Yeah.
You know what frustrates me? When I go into a Stonewood home base to help somebody, thinking it's a storm shield defense, and they've got like 1 amplifier placed, and they're running war games. And it's like, dude, you don't even know how to do a storm shield defense, and you're trying to play war games? No. Back up, dude. That's like trying to play in Twine while you're level 5. And don't worry.
Yeah, I hate it when people level up like that.
Yeah, when I
like,
first started...
Oh, I need a carry,
exactly.
you know?
Yeah, it's like, you know, why rush to the end of the game when there's so much story?
The whole point of getting the game is to play the game.
There's so much story from the beginning to learning how to play the game, to advancing in the game, and learning how to play the game successfully, solo and with people, than just getting in and having somebody basically do all the objectives for you and just demolish it and whatnot, and you just basically don't learn anything. What's the fun in that? There's a storyline in your quest
Yeah.
series for Stonewood, Plankerton, and Canny.
Yeah.
Once you hit Twine, it's all, do 3 of these missions. Do 2 more of these missions. Do 3 of these missions. Hey, how about a couple of these missions? And it's just grind, 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 grind. And it's mind-numbing. So, enjoy the progression, you know? Enjoy the story.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
is some good story. I mean, especially with the different events. I mean, they've got dungeons and hit the road. They've got Frost Night Out, which I absolutely abhor. I can't stand it. I played it for the first 3 seasons that they came, and I hated it, every one of them, and I just refused to play it this time. Crackshot's Neighborhood's okay. I like protecting the presence because I love to build traps.
Once we finish this, if you wouldn't mind playing, I'd love someone to play with for Protect the Presence.
Oh, yeah, maybe. I mean, it's going to be like another 2 hours. Well, probably even longer because
Yeah.
we got started later because it was
We'll see.
almost midnight. Oop, they're at 900. I better collect them. All right. Yeah, because at 900, that's 6 minutes. 150 per minute. That's 2,700 every 6 minutes. No, not. I've got 45k wood. Yeah, 9 stacks. I got a lot more brick and metal. I really don't need it. Did you also know that the brick, metal, and wood does not take inventory space out of your backpack? Only your storage?
No, I didn't know that.
Also, ammunition's the same way.
That's good.
Isn't it though? Because if you're full and you need ammo and it counted as inventory, that would suck.
We have a break in the action.
The location here that just ended, I might have to replace a couple of traps maybe once, but that spot doesn't get hit enough to have to replace it more than a few of them. The spot that gets hit the most is the one completely opposite that one that I was just talking about. The one it's
Yeah,
at
yeah.
right now, I believe. Yeah, for B. Yep. Yep, that's the one. That one has to be replaced 3 times. I don't know why that amplifier spawn location or whatever is so popular with the randomization, but it is. 3 replacements of every one of these traps under here at least 3 times. That's only about 60 traps, but I mean, that's 180 traps. It's almost a stack of traps just for one endurance. The location here that I'm at now, which is right next to it, it's the second most hit.
Wait, oh. What?
Where
Oh,
I'm at
no,
right now. What'd you do? Did you fall? No, you're not You're not dead.
No, but I got projected.
Yeah,
The
when you lose the when you use a launch pad,
bounce pad.
yeah, there's
Yeah.
no damage taken from fall.
I know, but I still didn't want to go that way.
I know what you mean. I have them up there so that you can direct yourself. If you need to like get to any part of the map at any time, you can get anywhere in the map.
Yeah, it's convenient, but yeah,
Oh, you got to be careful for sure.
I didn't see where I was going. So.
But that's also why I've got the teleporters out too, so that we can get around inside and outside the defense. Like the floating one here, this one takes you down to the first spawn point, so that when you go out, you're going out into the defense. Whereas the other one goes to the corner over here, so it just kind of like gets you to the bottom. So it's like just to get you to the top, because I run back and forth to the storage and stuff a lot when collecting the wood and metal and stuff.
Yeah.
You got any inventory space available?
Some, but not a whole bunch.
What about your storage?
Yeah, I've also got some storage available. Yeah. So I've got like, I should probably get rid of some stuff. Yeah, I've got 40 spaces available. Oh, thanks.
We have a break in the action. Another wave coming soon. Prepare for an attack from the east.
Okay, I need to go. I'm dropping off stuff to my storage.
Yeah, you can have as much as that as you want. There's 89 weapons there. There's 38 of them are modded, 119 to 144. There are 7 melee, one of them is modded, and the rest are 144 god rolled, and they're all full durability as well.
Thank you.
That's my standard giveaway.
Thanks.
And you've been
That's
pretty
really
cool
good.
so far, so I figure you can go ahead and have whatever you want out of that.
Thank you. This
Have
will
it
help
all.
so much.
Yeah, you shouldn't need a weapon for quite a while.
Yeah, no. Oh, my storage is full. I'll
Well,
delete
damn,
some of
'cause
my shittier weapons.
I would just get rid of all your weapons. I told everybody, man, when I do that in the mission, I'll build up into the sky, and then I'll drop them on a platform, and then drop the platform, and it'll rain gold and purple all down on their heads, and they're like, oh my god, and then all of a sudden you see all these blue and green and gray and purple weapons just falling on the ground, and the other ones flying up in the air above their heads, and it's like, yeah. It's like, dude, why did you drop that? You could have recycled it, and then you'd have the materials to make traps with for your traps at your level. But whatever. Then I just pick all their crappy weapons up, recycle them, and then drop all the materials, and then they pick those back up too. So
Yeah.
it's like, because that's what I do. If anything in my inventory that I don't need or want, I recycle it. And then if it's not tier 5 materials, I drop them for other people because I don't need them. I'm not going to use them. I don't downcraft. I craft 144s, 130s, and 144s. I don't downcraft because I don't keep that stuff in my inventory because it takes up too much space.
Yeah.
So let me see, how much brick do I have? No way. I just calculated it out. I have 51 stacks of brick. At 5,000 per stack is 255,000 brick in my storage.
Wow. Whoa.
Yeah. And I know I have more metal, but I haven't calculated that one out yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 rows of 3 times 5,000. 57 stacks of metal for 285,000.
It just sounds ridiculous.
I know, doesn't it? Oh, by the way, I got banned from Trade World for rep abuse, even though I wasn't the one who did the rep abuse. I had 399 reputation when I misworded an ad, which read as it limited how many weapons I was willing to sell per customer, which is considered rep abuse. When I was really saying I have a limited number of supply, so once they're gone, they're gone.
Yeah.
And so they reset my rep to 0. I appealed it, got back 199 of my rep. And they told me if you get hit with rep abuse one more time for any reason whatsoever, whether it's your fault or not, then you're getting banned because there's no third chances. And I was like, okay. I got my rep back to 540 when somebody that I did not trade with gave me rep, and when I reported him for rep abuse, they hit me with it too. So I'm like, well, fuck you, Trade World. I got everything I need out of you anyway. I became rich as fuck off the trade server. At one point in time, I had almost 1 million Sunbeam. I have given away and destroyed over 700,000 Sunbeam. It's so useless when you can trade people 100 Sunbeam per weapon for like 10, 15, 20 weapons. The Sunbeam just flows in. Like, no need to farm.
Yeah.
Especially when 144s came out. It was like, hello, that's 3 seasons of ventures to get one 144. Maxing out. So, you know, it didn't happen overnight. So as the level went from 130 to 133 to 136 to 142 and so on, the value of each top-end God-rolled weapon increased, you know? But the 130s went from being 100 Sunbeam each to like 30 Sunbeam each now. So it's like they dropped drastically, but the 144s went up. And like moddeds, they're always a lot of people always sold them for like 200, so they're not really that much more valuable than a standard 144, but because they're modded, they're worth more because they're not normal. You can't just get them anywhere, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So there are 3 144s that are modded in there. There's a crossbow, there's a obliterator, and there's a no perk nocturno that are all 144 modded. Everything that is 136 to 119 is all modded except for the founder's weapons. Those aren't modded, but they're 130s. And then the melee weapons, the Blazing Masamune 130, one of those is modded and the other one is standard. It's like my favorite weapons in the game to use and I keep on hand for me is the Nocturno, Deatomizer 9000, the Obliterator, the Baron, and the Guardian's Will. And I'll explain why. The Nocturno has that bomb effect, the explosion effect, when a enemy that is marked with the bomb, they explode when they die, and it damages the surrounding husks around them. In addition, when you reload, it also triggers that explosion and kills them and those around them as well. It's super fast. It's got a nice sized magazine, so you're not reloading all the time. You can force reload as fast as you want, but, you know, it pretty much decimates everything in its path. The Deatomizer 9000 is basically a massive clearing tool. It's really only used to drop buildings super fast. Get everything out of your defensive area clear so that when you throw your turret, there's no obstructions like a building or trees and crap like that.
Yeah.
Obstructing the
I like the Deatomizer as well.
Yes, it's the, if you're doing the Mythic Storm King the first time, that's the explosive weapon you need. Once you get the Storm King's explosive weapon, that's the one you use. You know, that's the upgrade. That's why you're doing it, to get that so that you can kill shit with that, because that's actually the ultimate. But it uses energy ammo, and energy ammo is super expensive because it uses so much of your rare resources that it's ridiculous. So I don't like using any of the mythics because it's all energy, except the melees.
Yeah.
The fist is the preferred one in the Mythic Storm King for beating the horns down quickly, but the sword does good too. So I use the Baron specifically for the movement speed. It's triple movement speed, and it's the fastest utility weapon in the game. That's sole reason for that. The Guardian's Will is, if I'm in a melee, that's my favorite. It's fast as hell, just whipping it around. It's got a heavy attack that you can use not only standing on the ground, but in the air. And if you are on a non-ninja and you fall from a great height and you use the heavy attack from the Guardian's Will, it will negate all your fall damage if you activate it as close to the ground as possible. In addition, when you jump, you can hit the heavy attack and get that second jump like a ninja and land on a ledge. This was very helpful before we had mantling.
Yeah. I love the mantle function that I know.
Yeah. I loved that. When they brought it out, I was so psyched. I was like, oh! I was like, I can't believe it. I had to figure out how it worked and all that, and change my controls so that it was the way for my play style. But yeah, it's great. I love it.
Yeah.
Although it doesn't always work. Sometimes it leaves much to be desired.
Sometimes it's like glitchy. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. All right. I'm checking my traps out. Wave 11. It looks good. They're all holding steady. There's lots of loot on the ground out here. No open empty spots. Grab whatever you want. Have it all, man. I don't care. I'm not picking it up. I pick it up on accident when I'm out placing traps and stuff. So, I mean, it's all fair game.
All right.
That's why I was even that's why I explained to you how much metal and brick I've got. I don't need it. So if you want to take them, take it out of those and put it right in your storage if you can. Yeah, I'm only doing it for the XP for my alt accounts. I don't need any of it.
Which way should I go? I'll go over there. That way?
If you look at the mini-map, anywhere that there's loot on the ground, there'll be a little white dot.
I can't see any. I don't know if it's on my map.
I don't see where you're at. I see 3 dots there. Oh, you're up here with me. Okay, yeah. You see
Yeah.
where the storm is on the map right now, where they're spawning?
Yeah.
To the south of D, I think there's stuff on the ground over there. I don't see any white dots right now anyway, either. Everything that's not blue and purple rots really fast. If it's blue or purple, like, you know, rare or epic, it has a lot longer rot time.
Interesting. I didn't realize that they disappeared.
Yeah. Anything that's green rots really quick.
Huh.
But you can stock up on ammunition, because there's people like in Trade World on Discord that will buy your ammunition. It's like, dude, you can craft the ammunition. You know, it's like you can only hold 1 stack in your physical inventory. You have to put it immediately into your storage to hold more than 1 stack, and transfer it like you do metal and brick, which is really slow and annoying, you know. So I never really traded with in ammunition because of that. I don't really like trading in brick and metal either, but I like having it so that when I want to build something, I can just build whatever I want. I want to upgrade stuff, I can upgrade. I don't ever have to go into a mission and resource materials to build with. I go into the missions full of resources. Because why not? That's the point of doing this, of stocking up, of having 3 accounts to hold all my stuff, so that I don't have to try to cram it all into one, you know. Because on my main account, only thing I need on my main account is the stuff I'm looking to give away and use while I'm here, you know. Like, I don't know, you probably didn't even notice this, but if you come back downstairs, I'll show you my trading box or my trading system. Either one of those teleporters will bring you right down here. Come on over here. This is where I put my alts so that they can use this as a vending machine. Don't pick this up. I'm just gonna demonstrate something. Alright, follow me. So you can't get it. But I can drop stuff into the ground, into that box, and let the person I'm trading with see that I've already dropped it from my alt account. And then when they drop their payment, I can pick it up and then give them access. And then they just go in and pick it up.
Sorry, I didn't realize my mic was off. Oh yeah, that's like a good idea.
I call it my vending machine. And you know where I got the idea from?
Where?
A YouTube video on how to dupe.
Oh, right.
Each one of these is a box, so that I could have 4 drop boxes. See?
Yeah.
So I could potentially trade with 4 different people at the same time. There's only 4 spots in here, but you know, at one point I was doing drop boxes, so it was like, okay, take your pick, which box you want, and they got whatever was in the box.
Yeah.
And what I do is over here, I leave this wall with a window like this, so that my alts can have access to the storage, and nobody can get up to the top and intercept my drops.
Yeah.
There was a glitch at one point where if you used the big window like this, they could jump onto the ledge here and stand there and use the spectral blade It's a heavy attack to basically teleport through the window and steal all your stuff from inside there. So the way to combat that was to go with the 2 small windows because there's no ledge for them to stand on. Now there's this stupid ass glitch where they come into your base and they bring a buddy with them, and their buddy comes in with an explosive weapon and fires it off like the deatomizer and destroys your whole base, and they get right in and take all your shit. So that's like one of those. It's like, no, don't let anybody in when you're trading. Just you and the trader, you and the person you're trading with. That's it. That's all that needs to be in there. As long as you're going to be fair and honest, and they are fair and honest, then everybody wins. Unfortunately, there are a lot of scammers, so got to be careful.
Yeah, there's heaps of scammers.
But that's why I liked using Trade World. They have a reputation system where after you trade with somebody, you are allowed to give them a reputation point. You're only allowed to give 1 reputation point per person, no matter how many times you trade with that person. So that means the higher your rep, the more fair trades you've made. The higher the rep, the more trustworthy you are. So those people with the high rep, like 200 rep, are rare. At 500 and something, I was number 79 on the server of over 40,000 members. And I was nowhere near the top. The top guy has over 5,000 rep. He's been trading for a long time.
I could imagine. Crazy.
5,000 trades. Can you imagine? Oh, wow. That's a lot of people to sweet talk.
Yeah.
Because really, that's what trading is all about. It's all about the negotiation and getting a good deal. I mean, it's
bartering. Yeah.
Yes, negotiations, bartering, because that's really what trading in Trade World or First Strike the World is. You're trading one good for another good. It's not really monetary. That was an perfect example of what definition of it, for sure. Definitely, you nailed it. I would love it when people would be like, "Are you crazy? Why would I pay that much for something?" It's like, well, because it's fake shit for fake shit. So, I mean, you think it's a bad deal because I'm offering you this for that, but I think I'm giving you a steal taking that little for this. But whatever. I mean, most people that I traded with were getting deals that they couldn't believe, like 100 Sunbeam for like 89 weapons, just so that I can have 1 reputation point.
Do they still do rep points?
Yeah, that's the whole basis of the system. That's the whole what keeps everybody in line. Ooh, excuse me.
And how do I give people rep points? Because I don't think I've ever done that.
Well, it depends on the server. On Trade World, it's the exclamation point is the initial command to do any of the commands, and then you would just put, for most commands anyway, like if you want to check the reputation, you go exclamation point REP and put a space, then you put the @ symbol, which is called an ampersand, and then immediately after the ampersand, their name, including the hashtag number, their Discord number, and it'll pop up how much reputation they have. And then if you want to give them rep, you type plus rep.
Oh, you mean on
Trade World, yeah, on Discord, yeah.
Are you talking about on Discord?
Yeah, on Discord.
Oh.
Yeah, not in game.
Sorry.
No, it's not. It's not in. It's not in Epic.
On the game.
No. I mean, all the trading is done in Fortnite, but the reputation and stuff is only done on Discord. But I mean,
Gotcha.
the server has very, very strict mods, and they also have very, very lazy mods, which is a dangerous combo because they get lazy and then there's like dull out punishment and not actually figure out what's going on. But what can you expect? Yeah. I mean, they're all volunteers, right? Actually, yeah. I think their server is monetized. They have enough followers on their on it or whatever. They have subscriptions. You can pay, you can donate in actual real money on Cash App and whatnot for on the server. So I know they're monetized. I should probably check. It's wave 14. All right, where's the side that I need to check? Whoops. Oh fuck! I just dropped through the map. Holy shit! I hit that teleporter and it teleported me under the
You
map.
dropped through the map?
Wow. That's sick. What a I ain't never seen that shit before.
What do you mean you dropped through the map?
This teleporter right here in front of me, I went through it and it
Yeah?
basically spawned me under the generator on the bottom there, and I fell down through the map.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was crazy. I'd never seen that before. I was just trying to find this launch pad right here to come down here and replace anything that's missing down here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, if you come down and look, it is empty, very barren down here.
Whereabouts? Oh. Do I need to teleport? Yeah?
You
And then
can,
where?
but the launch pad is actually faster.
Oh, okay.
I'm starting to replace them.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Coming. Do I gotta go through the tunnel?
Yeah. One of them. There's only
Alright.
two. See what I mean?
Yep.
I've already replaced the ones in the back here.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But yeah, that's... You just come in between waves and throw a bunch of replacements, and then you're good for another X amount of waves. I guess like 4 or 5 waves. Then you got to come out, check it. So like right now, we're about halfway through at 14, and next wave will be the 50% mark. The traps down here might need to be replaced, but I doubt it. So I'll probably be good for a couple more waves before I have to check again.
Yeah.
And all of this strategy and theory that is applying in here applies to every single base. Every home base. The reason why I didn't put any shells over the amplifiers is when the bosses run, they go to the amplifiers and destroy their defensive structures around them to expose them for the other husks. They don't actually attack the amplifiers, and if there's nothing on them, then the bosses and stuff will continue to try to attack the walls that have traps and stuff and get themselves killed.
Yeah.
That's a neat little trick a buddy of mine taught me a while back. Is like, hey man, check this out. Notice the smasher doesn't charge my amps. I was like, oh yeah, he don't. He just walks right by that bitch, right to the generator. Like the war games where it's the 2 smashers that are invulnerable, and they just run around and just destroy your structures. That's all they do. They don't destroy your defense, you know, the generators and the amplifiers, just your structures.
Yeah.
So you just avoid them. Yeah, one of them teleports you to it, but oh well. I had my epic in-game name built and spelt out in one of my bases at one point. It basically spanned from like one side all the way to the other, so that when you spawned
with,
in and you
wood
looked
or
up,
something?
yeah, I spelled out Dragon Lich. It took up the whole sky, but when you spawned in and looked up, there it was. Oh, Alright, time for...
Why am I getting injured?
It's the safe zone, war game safe zone.
Yeah.
We gotta be in one of the protective shields or up here with these campfires.
I'm coming. I'm coming. Oh. Thank you.
Yep, I'll be back. I'm gonna go check the traps.
Yep.
It's looking pretty good. Only that one spot has needed a replacement so far, which is about the way it's supposed to be. I mean, if I were to, say, adjust more durability into my traps before placing them, it might, I guess, they might last longer on the traps, you know? But I don't really see a necessity, you know? Because, I mean, if I have enough to replace them when they run out, what does it matter how long they last, honestly? Yeah, unfortunately, the campfires, only 2 of them will hit you at a time. But I put 3 down just because I'd rather be safe than sorry, you know?
Yeah.
And they don't last long, because every time they tick, it uses a durability out of it. Yep, it's been about an hour for 15 waves. I didn't think many people would be tuning in for an endurance. You know what I mean? It's kind of boring just watching this. Or at least I would think. Oh, I need to turn a fan on. There we go. Oh. I think they may have removed the AFK kick out of endurance, because neither of my alts have moved since we started.
Been kicked yet.
Yeah, exactly. Because they hadn't. I just moved them. I just made them jump, but you know they hadn't even. I hadn't even gotten a warning, so I think they might have removed it from endurance. I know that if you're in a, if you haven't started it, it'll AFK timer. I know I've seen it in missions, in regular missions they've got the AFK kick still, but not in endurance because I haven't noticed the AFK on them.
Sorry, I didn't hear you. My mic was messing up for a second there.
I was just basically thinking out loud. you'll notice there's wood, the wood just like it's like poop pops out. Almost full on wood. Again. Pretty bunny rabbit.
I'm gonna go to the toilet. I'll be back in like a couple minutes.
That's cool. Three. Sick. Sick. All right, Tom. I dig it. I might actually have to break down and buy one of his albums from hangovergang.com or whatever, I think is what he said. I don't know, man. I don't know how much it costs. If it's anything like video games, too expensive. I think I need a drink. I will be right back. AFK.
We have a break in the action. Another wave coming soon. Prepare for an attack from the west.
isn't working. That's like sleeping with a football team to try and be a virgin. Politicians are for sale and someone always makes the purchase. But you and I cannot afford it. Our democracy is working. If a man has mental illness, tell him crazy. Say it silently. The country's going crazy.
I just realized it's straight out from my exit to the roof.
Okay, I'm back.
Cool. Welcome back. It took you longer to pee than it did for me to get a drink. Just obscure.
Lately, USA is getting scarier. Half of the Americans I see all hate America. They hate the cops doing their best to take care of us and kneel for the flag and tell the soldiers that we're burying. I'm tired of the fishing and complaining why you living in America if all you do is hate it. You think it's brave to take a stand against the nation. Real bravery is dying for the right so you can say, dear America, what happened to Americans? Apparently no one's aware of cares and it's embarrassing, it's arrogant. Our greatest enemy was always slavery and terrorists, and now it's people in the country trying to burn the heritage. I can't help it, I just seem to see the world different. It ain't Republicans or liberals, it's mental illness. The internet is only interested in left opinion. Cancel culture's got more power lately than the First Amendment. If you don't like it, leave. We will not defund police. We don't want no riots in our neighborhoods or in the streets. We respect freedom of speech. We protect what we believe. We don't want nobody dead, so please do not tread on me. In America, freedom ain't free. In America, that's what we're starting overseas. So America, we say what we believe. My America, I will never take a knee. Freedom is the reason you can disrespect our flag. If my scars and stripes offend you, then I'll help you back your back. America, does anybody know what the hell happened to the Patriots? Lately, this nation is so ashamed and hating itself. Did everyone forget that people died to pay for this? Ungratefulness, United States did everything they used just to help. I just want to celebrate Thanksgiving with my family. I don't need your help to understand it was a tragedy. Can I just be thankful for my country eating happily without you trying to kill me for the genocide and casualties? I can't help it, I just seem to see the world different. It ain't black or white, it's conflict, it's our by the system. I don't need your pronouns, all I see is men and women. Kids are taking pills for
We have a break in the action.
for prescriptions. If you don't like it, go.
Another
Hate it,
wave
then don't
coming
come at
soon.
home. We don't need no violence, got no time
Prepare
to
for it, not for me.
screw the status quo, we're the animals. I will kneel for the anthem, cause the flag is what I'm standing for. In America, your freedom ain't free. In America, that's all just dying overseas. So America, we say what we believe. My America, I won't ever take a knee. Freedom is the reason you can disrespect our flag. If my scars and stripes offend you, then I'll help you back your back. America, you can hate the government and still love the country. Fundamental values of America are country. Republicans and liberals are dumb, to put it bluntly. They're labels that they use to create chaos and corruption. You can know the history and still be proud of where you're from. Every flag around the world is covered in a little blood. We started out United States, divided is what we've become. If home is where the heart is, you should show America some love. In America,
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, Tommy. No, fuck that. I think that's pathetic too. Athletes taking a knee instead of standing for the national anthem. I understand if you're not an American athlete and you are an immigrant, but I mean, come on, you're in America. if I was in Nigeria and they were playing the Nigerian national anthem, I would stand for their national anthem. I'll never be in Nigeria. Fuck if I'm going to Africa or any other fucking place that's hot as fuck near the equator. Nuh-uh. I like it in the north where there's nice and cold days. I like the snow. I do not like the heat. I do not like the bugs. I can't stand bugs and insects. Blech. And I just failed to follow my own advice and caused a whole lot of damage to my defenses there. See that big old hole in the roof over there? That's all my fault.
Oh, sorry, again, I had my mic off. Yeah, I see the hole.
Yeah,
What
I was replacing traps and didn't realize that they were propane guys, the presents throwers, and, well, they blew up some roof.
Oh.
It's alright, that's why I have redundancies in place.
Mm. There's more present guys blowing shit up.
Yeah. It's almost over.
You gonna go fix it?
Can't.
Why?
Because you can't build.
Oh.
That's why there's redundancies. So that I don't have to rebuild.
Yeah. Can you repair? Can you repair? Or can I repair?
I'm not sure.
It's giving me the option. Do you want to try?
Yeah, you can go ahead and repair if you want. I'll give you metal. I mean, it's not like you don't have it from the bases anyway. Oh. the 6th perk of all of the floor spikes is heals attached building tile. I'm dead. I dropped my controller and it hit the heavy attack and jumped me right off the edge.
Hip-hop diet is full of guys who cannot even rap. Media dividing us by colors, white or black. If you believe in Jesus, these days Christians get attacked. If you don't hate police, then everybody thinks you're white. And everything's so connected. Black Lives Matter got so aggressive. White folks who agree can't support the message. Both sides go to war because they don't respect it. Our social climate from the global tension turned to total violence and a whole depression. We can unify and then I'll go against them, but we let them divide us for votes and elections. Hey, the music we want, all about shooting guns and doing drugs. Hey, whoa, the things that we want are promoted subliminally through the songs like, you need a fast car, you need designer clothes, you need a rap star to tell you to start popping pills at the blunt and go live at the club to your bro. It's all controlled by the elites, put fake news all over our screens, convincing the right to go fight with the left and distract from the fact that each other we need. Divided by race and religion, segregated into teams. You a white friend, you're not. Get my teeth. Screaming from the rooftops, beat down better. Turn us on each other now, no lives matter. If we do what the news wants, blood don't splatter. Turn us on each other till no lives matter. Freedom's dead if you have an opinion, take it back. People hate the president, if you don't, then you trash. Indoctrinate the nation using news and mainstream rap. The government abuses us, it's all part of the plan. And it's so confusing. Black Lives Matter is a valuable movement, but all lives matter ain't racist or stupid. It's non-black humans who don't feel included. All colors wrong under laws to govern the whole country and we all suffer. We're all broke and nobody recovers until we accept that we're all brothers. Hey, music we make, all about big booties and getting paid. Hey, whoa, you watch the news and it fills up our brains with violence and riots and race. Like this is a race war. You need to hate more. Get what you came for. You need some songs about Xanax and violence so you can escape more. What a vicious cycle we can't break away from. They control the culture, they control the paper. They're indoctrinating a whole generation till the patriots start to hate the nation. The music we love make us dumb and addicted. The news that we watch is brainwashing the children. The viruses, riots, and racist conditions ain't problems, they're symptoms of life in the system. Screaming from the rooftops, beat down better.
Here we go, torn apart. Wave 20. Amplifier D.
The music will make you gone. The media makes you hate. And they control them both. There ain't no escape. They put the world in a state of chaos. Economy crashing and massive layoffs. Black against white or it's left versus right. Divide and conquer and control is the payoff. Screaming from the rooftops, beat down better. Turn us on each other now, no lives matter. If we do what the news wants, blood don't splatter.
There's so much gone. It's wrecking your build so badly.
It's all at the end though. It's none of the spawn area. They don't even
true.
make it that far, so that's what I was saying earlier, that it tears up right around there at the top of the plateau. That's all it does. It doesn't hit any of the spawn points, which is really good. So I just got to replace traps. I don't have to replace tiles. And it destroys them quick too. If I were to upgrade them to tier 3, they would last longer. The traps would survive longer as well. But
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't really see the need for it because I got 10 waves left, and I don't. I know that the last like few waves are going to be over there where I told you I got to replace it like 3 times. That's where I got to worry about.
Yeah.
Let me say it from the soul, man. How dare you call me a rapper when all these rappers don't have nothing left to say? It's full of liars and actors, these little rappers about us, we let their names.
Talk about all the things that I would purchase to stock my kitchen basics like spices and seasonings and condiments and everything I mentioned here. And I even group them into small groups that can be purchased for like $5 to $10 at a time. And I even rank them the order in which it can be purchased. So if you want to know what I would do in that scenario, you can check out that video link in the description box. Right now, I am chopping up a couple stalks of my celery and about half of my package of baby carrots. I'm also going to throw in about half of an onion chopped up. I did not buy onions. I
That's called mirepoix. Onions, carrots, and celery.
Sorry. I'm watching some
Sorry.
cooking videos.
I like cooking shows too. It's called the Holy Trinity as well. When you're talking about like just cooking, there are cuisines that have a different Holy Trinity, you know, like onions, peppers, tomatoes.
Yeah.
That's Spanish or Mexican food. Peppers, onions, and tomatoes are in just about everything.
Yeah.
But then so was Italian.
It just depends on the seasoning, you know?
Yep. I asked my boy Jose, I said, dude, what's the most popular seasoning in Mexican cuisine? He said, there is none. It's just the combination of all the ingredients. There's no real seasoning. I mean, like salt and pepper, that's like all that he really adds to anything. It's like, okay. Because technically, you know, when you're cooking your peppers and onions together, they bleed and marry their flavors together and enhance the dish. So, theoretically, logically, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I used to hate Gordon Ramsay, and my ex-girlfriend was a huge Hell's Kitchen fan, and I kind of got hooked. I was big Robert Irvin fan. I love him. He's such a personality, you know what I mean? It's great man. I was bummed when he did not win Next Iron Chef. And Alex Gornishelli did.
I haven't watched Iron Chef or any of those programs.
Oh, I do not like Alex Gornishelli. She is a man-hater. She can cook. She won Iron Chef. She won Next Iron Chef. She is an Iron Chef. I gotta give her props. I just don't like her personality.
Fair enough.
Restaurant Impossible, great show. Robert Irvine surpasses the challenges every time. You know, he was I think he was an officer in the Royal Navy. I think he was whatever the Royal Naval Special Forces are in Great Britain. I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's funny how such a small island ruled like the majority of the world at one point.
Yeah.
Then again, you look at Persia too. Persia's not a very big country, but they ruled almost the whole world for a while there too.
And Mongolia. They
And
conquered a
China
lot.
still has Mongolia, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Or
I don't see China giving
Sort
up
of.
any land. Anybody. I think they're going to take it and keep taking it. I mean, I know that they have sovereign land here in the United States, too. There are several states that have Chinese, part of the Chinese country. They're no longer the U.S. anymore. It's pretty sad, but it can happen anywhere. It's what the banking system and all that loans and money and stuff is. It buys land. I expected to have to replace some traps. It's looking like they're holding tight. Ooh, 7 of 69. These are going to be done in the next wave that hits here. Excuse me.
where are you? Coming over.
Ooh, this spot's going to need to be replaced soon too. They're 4 of 69.
Right.
I'm just checking it out, seeing where I'm going to have to replace sooner or later. And so far, this whole side over here that I've been at has got some that need to be replaced soon. Oh, 52 of 69. Looks like these are all pretty good. This is where they're spawning. I don't want to activate any of those propane guys, so I'm not going to go up there any closer. See, this is the area that torn apart, took out, but they don't even spawn anywhere near there.
Yeah, it just destroyed so much, you know?
Yeah, it does, and it's so nice that the actual spawn point is so far away from this area, though. That's what I mean. It's like, as long as you've got the spawn point covered, they can't get by. I do have issues here, though, with traps missing because tiles have fallen away as well. But that damn torn apart, man, it tears you up. Oh, wow. Wow, I've never had to replace these ones before. Yep, and they're hitting that spawn point again. For Amplifier B.
wanna hear it, but they're still talking. Soon enough, we running out of options. This ain't gonna end till it's in a coffin. We ain't gonna be friends till we try to squash it.
I like it. There. Now they're even. Even Steven. If you open your map and look where the storm's cleared and whatnot, you can see where they're spawning and when they die. And that'll also help you determine whether or not you need to replace traps during your endurance modes, you know? Instead of running around like I've been doing, like a chicken with his head cut off.
Yeah, yeah. That's good advice.
This a meteoric rise, keep ignoring all the horror stories like so-and-so got way too famous and ended up killing himself with some pills and a knife. Hey, I am not the one who struck, got it out the mud. I can way too far to fail or screw it up. I ain't dropping balls, I just screw them up. Hey.
I like to do the run around circuit though because it helps kill time and it's like it breaks up the monotony of waiting between waves and stuff, you know?
I will never try convincing these dummies. Listen to town hall. Never look down, never look down. Just look around, y'all. Hey, all of my demons are here. All I can feel is fear. All I can do is keep being myself, and that's what I've been doing for 32 years. All of my haters came out, chasing my name for some clout. What are they angry about? They're climbing as high as their ladders can take them and screaming my name. But I don't
Looks like a few of them are getting a little closer to the first ramp, huh?
Nice try. Too sick, I might die right. Too fist full of middle fingers, I got no time for high fives. Too rich for a drive-by. Pay the pilot on my private jet to keep it low and do a flyby. Take 9 nines on a bike ride. Why 9? Because I heard that a pussy has 9 lives. I'm the one that y'all hate. I'm the one who won the game, got paid in
I heard a pussy has 9 lives.
that became the greatest since 0 for
It's
10.
funny.
I'm the one who don't care. I'm the one who goes where no one goes because they're scared. I'm the one who don't choke when the boat don't float. My throat gets no air. I can barely breathe. All the air I need. Oxygen is very thin at the top. I can barely sleep. Stars I'm underneath. Shining too bright and I can't turn them off. I'm high as the bird.
Yeah, they're getting to the first ramp.
Wow, I've been turning up and I ain't turning down. Maybe
Oh shit.
learning how.
Ah!
Afraid of success, I'm afraid of what happens if I take a rest. I'm afraid that I'll end up where I was before in the hood with the money or food for the rent. I'm scared if I look at the water, I'll drown. So I look at the sky and deny there's the ground. I'm scared of the altitude up in the clouds. I'm scared of the fall. So I don't look down. Fuck you. Every single motherfucking one.
Yep. I was right. I'll have to replace him after this wave.
Okay, cool. If you want help, let me know.
It'll only take a second.
And when I did the math, it actually came out to around 30 grams.
This a legendary climb. Stand on the edge of the legend is very high. Think of the men who are dead because the count to their head ain't detractors who trash me, reviews are lame. Don't ask me to help you remove your claims. If I see you punk, you go lose your tame. I am the one who they all call a liar. When I told them that I'd help my mom retire, they yelled that I'd buy him a crib and a train and a ring and a whip and some rims for the tires. Guess what? Mom don't work. Got 100 grand in the LP search. Made an album with Lola and Brandon. They own out the masters. I told them the game comes first. Still got the pills that the doctor gave me. Calm down to depression and the panic attacks. I'm the type of person who won't even take a Tylenol, even when I got a dozen knives to my back. You're calling me whack, but I don't react. I don't have the right raps, replying to trash. All me, the whole team, yeah, they trying to cap. Concrete for my demons, hiding the cracks, I'm the one. When I put liquor in the mouth and you're lucky I'm sober. I'm nuts when I'm drunk, mix the whiskey with soda. The man I become will invite you all over. Put drugs in your punch when you pass out. I'll wrap you in plastic and hit you with hammers and fasten your skull to the truck. I don't name names, I don't play games. I just aim straight at balls of guns. The rappers who hate act like family now. They try to jack my style and some hand-me-downs. They want 1,000,000 views, I want a Grammy now. And they're supposed to sell comments at Grammy sales. I don't even drink, but I'm planning now. I can make a brewery in a massive house. Get free booze out to the crowd and towns, and they can value the nap and watch Danny down. I'm the most successful guy to hold the most of the greatest so long. I'm more reflection. I became a machine made of iron, check your size, peel the skin off and let the metal shine. I've been the greatest for so fucking long, it feels normal for me to be special. So much power I can find out the souls of these rappers that told them for cash to the devil. Why is everybody always talking shit? Criticizing what I'm doing in my way. Mine goes
Oh
crazy. Why
shit.
don't y'all release your videos on a Friday? See, that's my day. Comparing our numbers, you fuck up the 5 eggs. Pussy like white legs. You only get views if you say my name. Angry, I'm famous and not a great rapper, and you've been working super hard. I don't have to rap fast to impress all my fans. I am a superstar. Man, I'm built for this. I killed for this. Never get back to the blood that I spilled for this. I'm at the top. I don't even seem high enough. I need a couple more hills because there's stilts for this. Hey, there ain't nobody around. The top of the mountain, I scream and I shout. Nobody up here but me is allowed. The VIP section is deep in the clouds. Go ahead and call me a clown because I cannot hear it. Your sky is my ground. To look me in the eye, you'd have to reach the summit. I don't see you coming. I don't look down. If I stepped on glass and my feet on fire, my toes turn black and my shoes melt off and my bones touch ground, I will not look back, I cannot look down. I don't care about how hard it gets, I gotta be the fire in the dark, I guess. I gotta beat them hard inside an iron chest. If they're sleeping on me, I ain't trying to rest. Hope they die in their sleep while I climb to the peak and their eyes never see all the heights that I reach. In the darker clouds, the face of the moon, I like to hold the glass, but I like to feel what's higher than planet that never turns when I'm high from the temperature. Back to the burning, the oxygen needed for life isn't added. Without my presence, I'm turning purple. All my life, all you did was doubt. And now my success
From on top of the mat grinder, it looks like they are getting a lot further than they are. When I open the map, it's like, wow, they're not even getting anywhere near where I thought they were getting.
tell the whole world that when you look at me, you have to look up to me. And I don't look down. Everybody, please keep on talking. I am a fucking superstar.
It's a beer plot. Damn.
What up, y'all? My name's Tom. A little while back was an alcoholic. Had a mental breakdown like a year ago. Came close to putting me in a coffin. Damn. After the hooker I loved. After I did all the drugs. After I finally got fired for showing up late to the job, hella tired and drunk. After the oxys, I put up my nose to my mouth on the oil rigs when I was young. After my ex cut her wrist and the cops thought I stabbed her and beat me and put me in cuffs. After I totaled my car trying to run from the cops with a kilo of coke in a trunk. After I drank till I rotted my teeth, all my head got infections in all of my lungs. After I couldn't get hard cause the vodka and porno sedated me till I was numb. After I couldn't escape from the basement, I ran to the country to visit my mom. After I cheated on people I needed and lied trying to hide from the guy that I was. Then I got sober. Madness was over. Now I am proud of the man I become.
And this is the price of doing an endurance for 30 waves. Oh, nice. Thank you. Another subscriber. Appreciate you, man. I say that gender neutral, as in friend, meaning friend, in case you're not male. I don't want you to be offended. Because I do appreciate the subscription. It's like, dude. It's interchangeable with me. It's like, fuck. It's used for everything. Dude, man, fuck. I mean, fuck. Fuck. I'm fucking fuck. Six more waves. 25 is coming from this side over here. Going towards D. It should be fine. I'm gonna go check. Just in case. Oh, that was sick. Totally robbed me of my excellent launch. Yep. Ooh. That sucked. So the lava pools, like the tornadoes, will destroy your structures as well. Food for thought.
I've been running out of different ways to pass time. The devil's work is done by idle hands and other forces last night. Jumping through the wizards, start to drive like it's my last.
Yeah, they're holding strong right there.
My head against the wall till I got black eyes. Sitting on the sofa, drinking soda, watching plants die. Stupid, but I'm scared that I might lose it. I can't cry. The devil smells the tears and even still here. Don't ask why. Garbage can be full of hella pizza boxes stacked high. The hell is it? Now I'm sick of my landline. 80 grand clothes and a couple of things in a red line. All I'm really after is happiness, money can't buy. Stressing every second, it's all like my fans like. Puking all the pressure, I'm throwing up. It's game time. Standing on a mountain that an average man can't climb. Waiting for an avalanche of landslide.
'All good? Working out?
Two hours down. Wow, those Huskies wandered a long ways around to go to a redundancy for a whole different spawn. 5 more waves.
You ain't living on the street where you barely making rent. Not relate because I'm struggling myself. I see you smile at the clerk when you fumble through your purse. I just wish I had a little more to help. I imagine where you living, how you feeling, what you loving, who you'll be if you can make it out your hell. I see you at the bus stop, looking at the sidewalk, smoking out the cigarette, waiting for a ride.
It's a good song. This is weird. He's actually like singing. Yeah, that's enough. Maybe one or two more.
The genre. How many songs about Xanax and alcohol are we dropping? How many kids we gonna kill for we admit it's a problem? Probably stop it because one of our sons or one of our daughters. We know our demographic is primarily youth. We glorify breaking the law with children in school. Kids copy what we see and imitate what we do. They go to jail for doing the things we go to school. We put women in our videos exploiting their bodies while little girls around the world grab their phone and they watch it. They need a realistic role model, not just a Barbie. They see strippers and escorts, but no lawyers or doctors. Hey, hip-hop, what the hell happened? It was power to the people and we like that stuff. These days they're promoting that it's fun to be an addict, so I'm asking, how could y'all write that, bruh? You can blame the rapper, but your favorite song are about doing drugs. So what happens after these kids grow up? And who's to blame for who they've become? They made it look so cruel, see those guns and hate the cop, and to get you drunk, you can't blame the rapper when you show up and love the song and make you dumb. You can't blame the
Making music is a privilege and a choice. And if you ever get to be successful, you must understand the people that you influence. I swear by what you say, and that the melodies you sing make rings, build dreams, and fill voids. Without medication, straight through voice. Some give life, and some destroy. And even though this money seems nice, it can't come, so we must take that as a hint. There's other things in life you should enjoy. We move mountains, we cross states, we play roles in presidential debates. So don't you try and tell me making music is for fun. You don't care about the things that our music help make. Man, I know I'm not perfect, but I'll change. I'm the outcome of this world and my pain, and this music is pills, and I promise this dose that you take will make you say.
You can blame the rapper when you blow up, but your favorite song are about doing drugs. So what happens after these kids grow up? And who's to blame for who they've become? They made it look so cruel to see those guns and hate the cop, and to get too drunk. You can't blame the rapper when you show up and love the song and make you dumb. You can't blame the
Yeah, I'm a rapper, but I swear that I'm embarrassed. Half of these artists can't even talk, they just mumble the lyrics. And the teenagers listen while they rebel from their parents. While the rappers tell them pop a pill, buy Gucci and wear it. This is who the police, break the rules, smoke weed, buy some shoes you don't need, rappers with a no street. All these rappers holding guns and how their kids want some. That's the same for their homie, you can't clean that blood. We encourage being stupid with our music, and we're normalizing poor moral standards while we do it. Little boys see the way that women look in our videos and assume it's real life, project that image on little girls. It's unrealistic. If you're young and you listen, you are one in a million. You are loved, you are different. Hey, hip-hop. I know life moves on, but while I'm here, how could you write that, dog?
You can blame the rapper when you blow mainstream to fix up the system. Change the pronouns. The gender is a spectrum, so is privilege. I know poor white folks and black celebrities for billions. They start you with a lack of information and only give you facts through a branded corporation. Distort your worldview with an algorithm that changes based on propaganda curated for your engagement. We can't be free. Have no peace till we're on the same team, but y'all are sheep. We'll just scream just part of the machine. Y'all are sheep. What do y'all believe? My sheep. Nothing's what it seems. Hollywood been rotting your brain, controlling your mouth. You say lit, sleep, fat cat, they trying to dumb you down. They endorse whatever narrative is popular to shout and use minorities in movies for diversity clout. Two sides on the spectrum, but ain't none of them honest. Took the red pill and the blue pill, spit them both in the garbage. Being woke used to mean you understood you were retarded, and now it's having two good legs and never taking a step forward. If you agree it's free speech, disagree it's hate speech. Erase it if it came from anywhere except the mainstream. Trump supporters labeled as the racist, but they can't be. Lincoln was Republican, and that's who ended slavery. Science been politicized, it's easy to see. A mask became a symbol of which side you believe. But you'll never cure a sickness till you cure the creed, because the problem with our natural immunity is it's free. Society is broken once you're locked inside a cubicle. Addicted to pornography, liquor, and pharmaceuticals. Tell you that you're fat and poor and you look never beautiful, and tweet how much they love you when they hear about your funeral. We can't be free. Have no peace till we're on the same team, but y'all are sheep. We'll just scream just part of the machine. Y'all are sheep. What do y'all believe? Nothing's what it seems. If they can't convince you, they confuse you. They want you dumb and dead. They divided you by race, religion, income, and sex. Made everybody right and left. The hatred got so intense. If the other side likes oxygen, you'll put a bag on your head. And the conspiracy theories labeled as misinformation is just a terrifying truth that scares the hell out of the nation. The system treating you like
Man,
trash. You got rifles that
computer is laggy as fuck right now.
when your guns get confiscated. George Orwell, 1984 was his last lecture. George called them thought police. Now we call them fact checkers. Government surveillance trying to catch you. They don't ask questions. Mass incarceration equals capital for cash investors. The system isn't broke, it's working fine. Oppressive and chaotic is how it was designed. They say if we ain't doing nothing wrong, there's nothing to hide. While their agenda and intelligence completely classified. They don't teach you rights in school, you never learn them at all. Cause they're easy to remove if you don't know what they are. The only people you can rule are the criminal ones. So they force you into corners till you're breaking the law. We can't be free. Have no peace till we're on the same team, but y'all are sheep. We'll just scream just part of the machine. Y'all are sheep. What do y'all believe? My sheep. Nothing's what it seems. They gon' try to call you names, label you with things till you're ashamed. You're a sexist or a
We have a
racist,
break in
white
the action.
supremacist or gay. They'll attack your reputation,
Another
claim
wave
that you're the
coming
one to
soon.
blame. They'll try to make you hate yourself the ways that you behave. They're just names.
Prepare for
Erase
an
them and they'll
attack.
never cause you pain. They're just words that another person thought up in their brain. They're just names. They do not define you, that's insane. And they'll just call you something different if you change. Call me racist, I don't make no BLM donations. I can stand with black folks without a branded corporation. All the systemic prejudice, if you live in this nation, you privileged, black or Caucasian. Call me transphobic, but I support you in your policies. I just can't ignore the very basics of biology. All I see is men and women trying to live in harmony, not 100 genders that you wanna be. Call me snowflake, cause I'm offended, I ain't stone-faced. Social justice warriors destroying us with both ways. Mad because they voted for the POTUS with the most hate. Man, I miss the old days. Call me loser, call me bigot, call me stupid, call me bitter, call me ugly, call me cracker, call me doucher, call me trigger. You can call me what you want, cause at the end of the day, man, they're just names.
like this.
Bottom of the ninth, up against the odds, running out of time, only got one shot. When it's really do or die, when your back's against the wall, when you fighting for your life, do you believe in you or not? I'm a believer. I believe. I'm a believer. I believe. Second guessing every breath, I'm full of questions. Passes full of cigarettes, alcohol and depression. Therapists and all the different pills can get expensive. All this bottled up aggression. I'm too old to get arrested. Almost died trying to get here. Got high through my best years. Got sober, then I relapsed, then I cleaned up, got my head clear. Sometimes it feels like there ain't shit to believe in, but I believe that we're out here for a reason. You don't think you're a fighter, but I know you are. You are a liar. You say you are. You don't think that you're worth it, but I think you are. And I think you're perfect, the way that you are. Tired from the pressure I put on myself for years. Tired from my 20s, the whiskey bottles and beers. Tired of smiling while I've been holding back tears. But I believe I can do it, so I'm here. I'm a believer. I believe. I'm a believer. I believe. I've been told I have a death wish, no one's interested. Cold and too aggressive, close to hypertension. I'm broken from the pressure, explosive with my temper. I'm sober, but I'm stressing and hoping it gets better. Am I falling off? Should I give it up or put it all on pause? Let go of this dream so I can visit home and talk to mom? Maybe all I need is another Instagram post with a quote about believing in yourself when you're low. You don't think you're a fighter, but I know you are. You are a liar. You say you are. You don't think that you're worth it, but I think you are. And I think you're perfect, the way that you are. Maybe I'm weaker, and I know I've lost before, but I'm a believer. Nothing is impossible. I'm a believer. I believe. I'm a believer. I believe. You don't think you're a fighter, but I know you are. You are a liar. You say you are.
Prepare for an
You
attack from the
don't
south.
think that you're worth it, but I think you are. And I think you're perfect, the way that you are. Bottom of the ninth, up against the odds, running out of time, only got one shot. When it's really do or die, when your back's against the wall, when you fighting for your life, do you believe in you or not? I'm a believer. I believe. I'm a believer. I believe. Second guessing every breath, I'm full of questions. Passes full of cigarettes, alcohol and depression. Therapists and all the
Last two waves. It's the moment of truth.
I'm too old to get arrested, almost died trying to get here. Got high through my best years. Sober, then I relapsed.
Sorry, what was that?
Said we only got 2 waves left, and it's the moment of truth. Last wave will be over here. I can almost guarantee it.
From the pressure I put on myself for years. Tired from my 20s with whiskey bottles and beers. Tired of smiling while I've been holding back tears. But I believe I can do it, so I'm here. I'm a believer. I believe. I'm a believer. I believe. I've been told I have a death wish. No one's interested. Cold and too aggressive. Close to hypertension. I'm broken. I'm sober, but I'm thirsting and hoping it gets better. Am I falling off? Should I give it up or put it all on pause? Let go of the stream so I can vision.
Nice. I don't think we're gonna have an issue.
With a quote about believing in yourself when you're low.
I think it's gonna hold. We're good. Actually, this would be the quicker way to go. Because I can do that. Oh, they're gone. Oh well. I never did explain about the obliterator earlier, did I? When I was naming off the weapons. The obliterator, I keep that one because it one-shots building tiles and whatnot, and it can shoot through terrain and whatnot and hit enemies beyond, you know, and you can give it to a defender and put them in a box with no windows, and they can shoot through the box and not take any damage. They can't get hit. The obliterator.
Which gun? Which gun?
The obliterator. It's a sniper rifle. The neon sniper rifle is just as good for shooting through structures and terrain and whatnot, but it also has a bonus feature. It's kind of like thermal vision, where it's like more X-ray, so you can see.
Yeah, that's what I've been using.
Yeah,
that's what I've been using to look through and see where the guys are.
Yep, very useful.
On the map.
And you can give that to a defender as well and put them in a box with no windows, and they'll be able to shoot through the walls as well.
Yeah.
That's why I have the 130 neon schematic in my inventory for crafting, even though I don't like craft it for myself, but because it's one of my favorite guns to give away because it's so useful.
Yeah, it's such a good gun.
Final wave. And I've just replaced all the traps everywhere that needed to be replaced. So whatever's going to happen is going to happen this wave.
Alright.
Oh, not the amplifier I expected. Wow. Back to D again. Nice. No worries.
Is it worries?
No. It's fully. This is one of the most heavily defended spawn locations in the game for me. It's so caked in the bag. So in the bag.
Okay.
And then watch it fail. Famous last words, dragon. Yeah, we got a couple bosses. We'll take those little suckers out real quick.
Want me over there?
You can if you want.
Yep.
There's traps everywhere, so it's not going to be just weapons killing them. Oh yeah, mist pods, that's right. They'll pop up on the mini map and the map too. So if you hear that little buzzer sound, that's what I do. I give it a little look. Yeah, I'm like watching the map right now because they'll pop up on the map. You'll see them.
Yeah. Yep. Nice. Do they
There's about
spawn mist
one every
monsters or
minute.
something?
Yeah, it's about one every minute. Not the same place, no, it's random.
No, but do they spawn mist monsters? Those pods?
Yes, they spawn bosses. Like the two huskies we just killed. Only it varies.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're blasters, sometimes it's smashers, sometimes it's lobbers. You know, it just depends.
Right. There it is.
And it's usually up here. I mean, they do spawn down towards the spawn areas too, but it's like they're supposed to be spawning behind our lines, you know. So expect them closer to the
Yeah.
You'll notice we're on the last wave, and I still cannot build.
Yeah.
I still can't build. It's like there's so many tiles used that there's no way to build. It just still trips me out, that's all. Couple more. I'm gonna go grab the mats. Their bases are gonna max out here in a minute. Oh shit. What the fuck? Oh yeah. Suck that. Epic. Boom. Okay, I'll go this way then. You got it?
Oh.
Nice. Should only be one more, and then that'll be end of game.
Yay!
And it's exactly 2.5 hours.
Wow.
We
That's so
started at
crazy. When you said
midnight.
that to start
It's
off with, I was like,
2:30.
absolutely no way.
Yes, it exactly 2.5 hours. It's uncanny. Nice. And I didn't even put all those materials into my storage. Congratulations. Was that your
Thank
first
you.
completion of 30?
Yes. I could only get up to 20.
Nice. You just got your banner. And if you had the daily
do.
for Stonewood, then you'll get all of those daily rewards too.
XP boosts. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
No problem, man. Appreciate you. Have fun. What was it that you wanted to do after this?
Oh no, I'm going to a party, so I need to start getting ready soon.
All right, man.
Didn't realize it was going to take so long.
Yeah, 2.5 hours, man, on the nose. And for some reason, every time it freezes up on the PlayStation at the end. It said I left, but I'm still stuck on the loading screen. Not even the loading screen, the splash before the loading screen. Damn it. It's alright, I'll just go ahead and reload Fortnite. Alright, man, I'll see you later. Or not, actually.